Member for Morialta.
Sir, my question is to the Minister for Education. How does the government respond to recommendations 24 and 31 of the Royal Commission? And with your leave, sir, and then the House, I'll explain.
Have you sorted they've granted? Member for Morialta.
Thanks, sir. Recommendation 24 is to approve a 3-year degree for teachers limited to working in early childhood settings rather than the 4-year degree. Recommendation 31 is to approve diploma-qualified staff to act up as teachers in programs that currently require either a teacher to be in place unless there's an authorised person or a waiver in place.
Minister.
Well, thank you, Speaker, and thank the member for Morialta for his question. And the recommendation to which the member for Morialta refers is a recommendation from the Royal Commission around us creating here in South Australia a birth to 5 degree for early childhood teachers. And just to give the members of this place a bit of context, we currently have a birth to 8 degree, and of course current degrees take about 4 years, and the recommendation from the Royal Commissioner is to change from a birth to 8 degree to a birth to 5 degree and be able to do that in a shorter time frame. Now, we are very positive. We think this is something that we absolutely are going to have to deliver if we are to deliver on the workforce targets that we have as part of the Royal Commission report. It had the very, very strong recommendation of the Royal Commissioner. She spoke publicly on a number of occasions around why she thought it was important for us to adopt this recommendation. And there are other jurisdictions in Australia that are already operating a birth to 5 3-year degree, and that seems to be working successfully. I asked questions personally of the Royal Commissioner when I had the opportunity around was there any indication in all the research that you did and all the people you spoke to as part of forming the recommendations that there was any kind of reduction in quality of that early childhood teacher workforce by changing it from birth to 8 or birth to 5 and 4 to 3 years. And her very strong advice was that there was not, and she was confident that if we made those changes, we would be able to, of course, have not just a degree which can be delivered in a shorter time frame than the existing birth to 8, but we will also have one that is more focused in the time that is taken to conduct that degree on those birth to 5 years. Now, there has been, of course, another byproduct of here in South Australia, us being outliers by having a birth to 8 degree. Of course, that means you can teach the early years in primary school, and there has been repeated feedback given to me when I've gone to sites, particularly those who might run a preschool, that they often lose their early childhood teachers to the primary school teaching, and it's hard to keep that workforce there. So I think another benefit of making the change here from birth to 8, birth to 5, 4 years to 3 years is that we can provide a bit more consistency and less turnover of staff in the early years.